everyone, welcome to my vlog. Today, I'll be talking about two important topics in communication. First one is cultural sensitivity in communication and audience awareness in message design. These two are very important because they help us avoid misunderstanding and make our conversation more respect and effective. First, let's talk about cultural sensitivity in communication. This means being more respectful and aware of other people's cultures, traditions, and values when we interact with them. We must remember that what is polite in our culture might be rude in another. Second, we have audience awareness in message design. This means adjusting our message depending on who we are talking to. For example, is the way we speak to our friends is different from we speak to our teachers, parents, or even strangers. When we know our audience, we can design our message so that it is clear, respectful, and appropriate. Let's go back to cultural sensitivity. Cultural sensitivity, what may seem normal to us can sometimes be unusual or even offensive to someone else. Um, for example, in other countries, making eye contact with them shows confidence, but in other cultures, it can be seen as disrespectful. Even small things like hand gestures or tone of voice can have very different meanings across cultures. That's why when we practice cultural sensitivity, we think before we speak or act. We try to understand when other people is coming from so that our communication becomes more respectful and effective. Cultural sensitivity also matters in today's world because we often communicate not only face to face but also online with people from different places on social media and school or different places. On social media, we meet different peoples from other countries. In school, we met new teachers, new faces from different students, and when we go to other places, we met new peoples that we are not familiar with. So, um, so cultural sensitivity is very important. Being sensitive helps us avoid misunderstandings, stereotypes, or unintentionally hurting someone's feelings. Now, let's move on to audience awareness message design. This is all about knowing who we are talking to and adjusting about words, tones, and style depending on the situation. For example, is we don't talk to our best friend in the same way we speak to our teachers. For example, when we encounter teachers in the hallway, for example, um, we usually say good morning, good afternoon, and how are you, mom? And with wide smile on our face. And for our friends, when we met them in a hallway, um, we often say about words unintentionally about words. Um, so um, we- audience awareness in message design is very very important in 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 communication. In other words, audience awareness is like tailoring message. So it's a listener just like how clothes are adjusted to fit a person, or other words in style must be adjusted to fit the people who we are talking to. This helps our message become clearer, more effective, and more meaningful. When we combine cultural sensitivity in audience awareness, communication becomes more powerful. We not we not only avoid misunderstandings but also build stronger connections with others. Whenever in school, in the community, or even the people from others, cultures, or online. To sum it up, cultural sensitivity and audience awareness are both keys to smooth and respectful communication. They help us connect better avoid conflicts, and promote understanding among different people. And that's all. I hope you understand or learn something new from what I have what I have told to you. And thank you for watching my vlog. I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to practice cultural sensitivity and always think about your audience when you communicate. Got it? Since that's all. Bye.